this is a request video. Somebody wanted to know how I plan on making money with my timeline, my history timeline. I think there's lots of ways. One way is AdSense. You can put little ads in there. I definitely won't have problems finding spaces because some centuries take more time than others, so I can just pop it in the place where there's not a century that doesn't take as much space. Yeah, and I might end up having to bust up the page into a whole bunch of different pages if the computer can't handle the size, like if it doesn't click the links as fast, but we'll see what happens there. In that case, I can put a whole bunch of ads. But I hope it doesn't work out that way because I like it to work really quickly. And also to load up. If you have really slow internet connection, you just let it load really long, and then it can all zoom around and go fast and all the photos are loaded and everything. But yeah, that's one way. I also have a donation page where I'm going to start asking for money. I have the the first 100 donators and then the biggest 100 donators. Or maybe I won't even stop at 100. No, I think I will stop at 100. I don't, just in case, I don't know. Yeah, but I guess you can't donate to me right now because my little button's not working. I'll get working on that later. Not right now. I've got to get in shape first. But that's another way, like a more immediate way. And of course, yeah, I'm going to start sending individual personal YouTube videos to specific people, looking them square in the eye and telling them I want them to give me a lot of money, like $1,000 because they're rich. And then of course they get to have their name attached to my timeline as sponsors. Yeah, I'm not really that much of a person to go after corporations because I'm kind of weird dude, you know, and I guess corporations are afraid of people like me. In fact, I was told a couple years ago, I was having lunch with this, corporate person who's like, yeah, dude, corporation wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. So maybe it's better to just go after, like, individual people or whatever. But, yeah, I think maybe I'll go after corporations, too. But first, individuals. Go after Tom Hanks because he looks like me, Howard Stern because he makes a lot of money, and the radio thing. And somebody said that I reminded them of Howard Stern. You know, little things like that. Probably send videos to like 50 different people. And yeah, like Bill Gates because he's rich and he likes to pay for education. But also videos. I'm gonna make a lot of history tutorials using my timeline. And of course, you know, maybe I could get AdSense money from those, having the ads attached to them. And also another cool thing about making history videos with my timeline is that I would want to get other people into the idea of making history videos with my timeline. My timeline's the best thing to show. If you want to make like a history video showing how different things are happening at the same time in the world and you know, more expansive. If you want to like tell the history of England in a 100-year period or something, you know, or like the whole decade or something, it's really good to use it with my timeline. And yeah, so just so to encourage people to do that. And also, I am going to make posters. One idea since the beginning of part of my timeline was so that you can actually turn it into a timeline that you put on the wall. And I want to put it up on the, create it, you know, chopping it up and putting it across the wall. It'd probably be like 50 feet long or something, like AD, 50 feet BC, maybe a little longer than that. And then even the millenniums and stuff. And then you put them on the wall and on schools, because schools have hallways all over the place. And, you know, maybe some big schools could fit those, or even libraries could actually fit my timeline on the hallway. I think it's a really cool thing to do because people can just kind of sit there. Like if they're standing in line and the line goes all the way across the hallway, or on walls where people stand in line a lot, you know, like at amusement parks or something, just put the timeline there. People can like look at it and as they walk down, and it's a different way to look at the timeline. And it's also a cool way to help you visualize a timeline when you look at it on the computer, to see what it looked like on the wall and then see what it looks like on the computer. But anyways, I'm going to laminate it, and then I'm going to sell those nice laminated versions to the schools. I want to have every single school have my entire timeline on all of their walls. But if you're like poor and you can't afford it, you could just print it up on your computer for almost free. You know, especially if you recharge the cartridges with ink yourself, and then you just you just chop it up, and you can just paste it together. You know, for like those poor people in Africa. But yeah, that's a cool way to make money with it. Yeah, and of course my timeline, it could draw attention to me as a person because I'm the guy who created the timeline. So then maybe I would add like my personal homepage, because I have a lot of other cool educational stuff, and you know, of course I'll have more and more as the time goes on. And so people could be drawn to the other stuff that I do, and you know, AdSense attached to my website. I've got thousands and thousands and thousands of AdSense attached to my website, and they were there for years, but now they're just disappeared. And then I put a whole bunch more the other week, and they just won't show up. So I have to figure out. I have to go in there, not now, when I have the time. Go in there and figure out like what the hell, why my ads aren't showing up. But yeah, maybe I'll make money with that, and you know, of course, with the AdSense and my videos and stuff like that. And you know, or the timeline could help me get a job as a teacher, you know, or something like that. Yeah, so that's how I intend on making money with my ads, with my AdSense. Maybe that person like had an idea for me or something. But anyways, that's that. Ooh, 6 minutes. Cool.